You ever feel just completely stuck? Like you really need to hit a reset button on your health, your stress levels, and maybe just everything? Well, today, we're going to dive into a pretty unique solution that's tucked away in the Himalayas, the Fat to Fit residential weight loss program in Shimla. Okay, so first let's talk about the why. Because in our super connected, always on lives, burnout isn't just some buzzword, right? It's a real thing. It's that feeling of being totally drained, stressed out, and you know you need a change, but you just feel kind of powerless to actually get started. And maybe this sounds a little too familiar. You're a high achiever, right? An entrepreneur, a leader, a professional, and your schedule is just relentless. You know you need a real break, not just flopping on the couch for a weekend, but finding the time and the right place, it feels next to impossible. And that's where this idea of a transformative fitness vacation comes in. The whole concept is actually really simple but super powerful. You literally remove yourself from your daily grind and just immerse yourself in a place that's designed for one thing and one thing only, a total reset for your mind and body. I mean, just imagine this being your view every single morning. We're talking about the serene mountains of Shimla. And look, this isn't just about a pretty backdrop. It's about changing your environment to change your habits. When you get rid of all those daily triggers and stressors from your normal life, you create the mental space you need for a real transformation to actually begin. So, what's their whole approach? It's refreshingly direct, I've got to say. Smart workout. That means focusing on movements that actually work for your body. Being efficient, not just slogging it out for hours in the gym. Clean eating is all about fueling your body with whole, unprocessed foods. And no bullshit. Well, that kind of speaks for itself, doesn't it? It just means a straight-up, honest path to results with zero gimmicks. And you know, the environment they create is every bit as important as the workouts. A non-judgmental space, that's huge because it takes away that fear of failing. Being pet-friendly, that's awesome. It acknowledges how important emotional support is. And creating a safe space, especially for women, make sure that everyone feels secure enough to be a little vulnerable and just focus completely on their own journey. All right, so they get that everyone's needs and schedules are totally different. They don't have some one-size-fits-all program. Instead, you get to choose from a few different options to really fit your personal journey. So here's how it all breaks down. You can go for a quick 5-day reboot just to kickstart some new habits, or a more immersive 10-day retreat, or you can commit to a full month-long transformation. Each level has different intensities and different levels of personalization, but they all have really clear, tangible goals. And that price difference we saw, it's also reflected in where you'll be staying. You can choose a more basic shared room, which is great for building community. Or you can go for a premium private room with a killer mountain view for a bit more solitude. It's really all about tailoring the experience to the level of comfort and privacy that's going to support your journey the best. So, what does a day of this transformation actually look like? What does it feel like? Well, it's a really carefully structured schedule. And it's designed not just to get you results, but to build a healthy, sustainable rhythm you can take home with you. Your day starts off gently, syncing up with nature on a morning walk with some breath work. Then, after a really nutritious breakfast, you've got your first workout, which is all about building stamina and strength. Lunch is followed by some rest, and then you've got a second workout in the afternoon to keep your metabolism fired up. The day then winds down with dinner, giving your body plenty of time to recover. And this is the core rhythm of the whole retreat, that invigorating physical work is perfectly balanced by the reward of delicious, wholesome food. The goal here is to re-educate your body and your mind. It's about showing you that exercise can actually feel empowering and that healthy eating can be super satisfying, not restrictive at all. Okay, so what about the practical stuff, the nitty-gritty? Let's get into the fine print and answer some of the questions you're probably thinking right now. All right, this has got to be the number one fear with any weight loss program, right? That idea of being constantly hungry and deprived. It's a totally valid concern. And the answer is a big, clear no. And here's why. The meals are designed to be nutritionally dense. Now, what that means is they're packed with lean protein, fiber, and healthy fats. Basically, all the good stuff that gives you maximum nutrients and fullness for fewer calories. The whole point is to feel energized, not starved. Okay, another huge hurdle can just be intimidation. You know, that fear that you're not fit enough to even start, that you'll be the one at the back of the class just struggling to keep up. But nope, the program is built for absolutely all starting points. This is not some competitive boot camp. The trainers provide modifications for every single exercise. That way, everyone is challenged in a way that's safe and effective for their own body. And that level of personal attention is even possible because the groups are kept really small. We're talking just 5 to 8 people. This makes sure you get focused attention from the coaches, which is so different from some crowded gym class, right? It's the difference between being just a number and being actually known. Now, to keep this focused environment, there are some pretty firm house rules. No smoking, no alcohol, no non-veg food, and no outside food or drinks. And this isn't about being restrictive just for the sake of it. It's about creating this clean, dedicated space, almost like a bubble, where you can fully detox and concentrate on your goals without any of the usual distractions. So, we've looked at the philosophy, the daily routine, and all the practical details. The question really just comes back to you now. Is this the kind of focused, immersive reset that you've been looking for? This quote from the founder, Coach Aditya Sharma, pretty much sums up a core psychological truth. Geographical change is very important. Sometimes to really change your habits, you have to change your location. Breaking away from all the environmental cues of your daily life, that's a powerful way to interrupt those old patterns and start building new ones. And ultimately, that's the core promise here. To escape the routine that has you feeling so stuck. To recharge your body and your mind in a supportive, beautiful, natural environment. And then to return home transformed with a whole new perspective and healthier habits. So I'll leave you with this one question to think about. If you were to step away for a week, or maybe even a month, to focus completely and totally on yourself, what would your transformation look like?